Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dead End Road. Now, it is the spookiest of evenings in which I greet you. At least, hopefully it is, if I've managed to get this video up in time, because it's about 48 hours until Halloween, and I suddenly realised I don't have any vaguely spooky videos to put up. But never mind that. It is a spooky day, a spooky night, and it is only appropriate that we play a spooky game. So I was thinking to myself, what do I have nightmares about? And oddly, something I have nightmares about is driving. Despite the fact I very much enjoy driving, and I have, as of yet, fingers crossed that it continues this way, I have yet to be involved in any kind of a road accident. I do have a lot of nightmares about driving and losing control of the vehicle. So, a game about going for a wee drive seemed appropriate. Do we have any hilarious options? We do seem to have a defunct mouse. There we are. There's some beepy noises. I was doing video controls when I started, which included it being in full screen or not, but never mind. Anyway, can we get an idea of what buttons we need to press? With the keyboard, please. Right, okay, so we're using arrows, space, control, and the number keys. Okay, that seems fair enough. Alright, how do I come back to this? Right, not that, for goodness sake. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons and we've barely even begun, which is impressive given I've just read what all the buttons are, but never you mind any of that. I have seen this game before, but many years ago, so I hope to enjoy it now. My goodness. So you've finally arrived, my dear. Let's not do a stupid voice, because frankly this is going to be horrific enough as it is, even without that. My goodness gracious. Like somebody had a big pork chop, which they were ironing, and then for some bizarre reason they decided to attach it to the top of a headless corpse. You can come closer if you would like. How exactly, with the limited knowledge I have of the English language, do I communicate precisely to you exactly how much I would not like that? The fire is very smooth, I'll give it that. Perhaps my appearance frightens you. Well, what clued you in? Was it me sitting here for 15 seconds screaming about how horrendously ugly you are? Perhaps it was. There is no need to be afraid, child. Apart from the fact that the only people who address individuals that are fully grown adults as children are weirdos and creepy people. You see instruction on the ritual, yes. I mean, why else would I approach this terrifying woman with her chair that seems to also be made out of freshly butchered meat? That is what my visitors usually ask of me. Oh, right, okay. She doesn't get many family members turning up for Christmas, it seems. I must apologise as well for being overcoated, however, it's frightfully cold, and we are going on a car ride after all. And as my mother always said, I don't care if you're just going to be in the car, you still need a coat in case the car breaks down. Which is an odd thing for her to say, but never mind. It is true that the ritual has power. What, AA batteries or C cells? The power to grant one wish. Oh. Are we doing an expose on the Make-A-Wish Foundation? But it comes at a terrible cost. I'm not even going to joke about that. I can see that you will not be dissuaded. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because, I mean, there are many things in this world that I could wish for. Many things in this world that I'd like to improve upon. But my goodness, I'm not sure I'm willing to pay whatever price it is that you and your unblinking eyes are going to ask of me. Perform the ritual and return to me. And bring with you the following. Oh yes, I remember, you have to go on a shopping trip for this daft old bag, don't you? Right, let me get a piece of paper and a pen, which I thankfully have to hand for once in a blue moon. What do I need? I need a book, a bell, and a candle. Right, a book, because the ritual is going to be boring, and we're going to need to pass the time. A candle, so that we can read the book with which we are passing the time, and a bell, so that we can ring for room service and ask for an Oxford comma. Can you remember that, dear? No, that's why I wrote it down. So then, do you still wish to proceed? I suppose. If for no other reason, then we desperately need a video. Very well. Then we shall begin. What does this involve? Oh, we already seem to have the book in the camera. Tremendous. What is this? Perform the ritual with the directional input. Okay, do you mind giving me a bit more direction? Oh, blimey. Okay, right. What the hell is going on? Okay, and I've done it. Excellent and brilliant. What the hell is going on? What is your request of the dark powers? Oh yes, I get to make a wish. I wish I could spell. I wish I weren't so... Oh, I can't spell that long. Okay, fine. I was going to say I wish I weren't so stupid, but unfortunately I didn't quite get that far. I wish for cleverness. The dark powers have not understood your request. It seems they're not frightfully clever either. I wish for intellect. Is that how you spell it? Probably not. So how do you tell if somebody's an idiot? Can they spell the word idiot? Because it's slightly difficult. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I want. I want house prices to go down. I want a house. Hooray! We figured it out. Brilliant. Excellent. The dark powers understand the cost of real estate in this world. See, he doesn't have arms as long as Mr. Tickle then. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, what are we doing now? Remember correctly, we need to go on a little road trip. Right-ho! Yes. With my, my right-hand drive car. That's cute. The sign at the beginning was also the I mean, as most people probably do, call them dead-end roads. I think, strictly speaking, we call them no-through roads here. Basically a road that you can't get anywhere else by driving to that one. It's a dead end. Oh my goodness, the Meat Mart van has left his things. Also, why was he driving on the core? Blimey, we're going a bit fast. Why was he driving on the right hand side of the road? Shouldn't he have been driving on the what the wah! Okay, we're fine. We're fine! What are you worrying about? Calm down, everything's brilliant. Oh my goodness. What are the okay, right, so I can turn the lights on and off with 1. 2 seems to be the internal light. Okay, 3 is the radio. What the fuck is that? Somebody trying to get me to... Would you quieten, please? Don't want no copyright strikes here, thank you very much. What have we got? Oh, blimey, there's a map. We'll get to that in a minute. And I've got the wipers, which don't actually seem to do anything because the screen doesn't actually have any water on, despite the fact that it's utterly pissing it down at the moment. Oh my goodness, what was that? Something else from the Meat Mart man. Alright, fine. My goodness gracious, I really need to upgrade to some LED headlights. I can't see where I'm going. Alright, okay. Also, no, those cars are on the correct side of the road, aren't they? Because the I can't turn it off. Not until the demon message has occurred. It's like those government warning things. Blimey. It's like those government warning things they send through your phone hither and thither, which shock me in the shower. They can't be turned off and they can't be turned silent. Alright, where are we going? There's a demon chasing me. I better floor it. Okay. The number on the left is going down. I dread to think what's going to happen when it reaches the bottom. I thought at first that was fuel, but I actually do seem to have a fuel gauge on the right-hand side, which is a different thing. Alright, where am I going? For blimey. Where's that? Oh right, there's the start. Now I've reached Avavavivaville. Alright, fair enough. Alright, let's turn left into Avavavivaville. My goodness. And and see what we can acquire. The following shops appear to still be open, which, if you ask me, is weird. Right. We have £100. Okay, so this is like, oh, maybe this is made by some local people then. That's always nice. Bippity bippity. Right, some places are still open. It's a wonder indeed. Alright, let us go to the shop, I suppose, and see what we can find in the shop. An ancient text. Does that count as a book? A travel guide, a firelighter, and leave. Do I need a firelighter to go with my candle? It doesn't say that I need that, but maybe I need to be, take the initiative and run away from this man who seems to have no eyes, but a hell of a chin. Right, I'm going to buy the ancient text, assuming it doesn't cost £1,000,000. Seethes with an ancient power. The power of understanding mathematics, perhaps, if it's just a textbook. Alright, fine. I probably shouldn't, because that's like a quarter of my money gone already, but alright. How much is the firelighter? £7? My goodness, good for lighting barbecues. Good, because I've collected quite a lot of meat on my bonnet already, haven't I? Fine. As soon as I get my bell and my book, but we'll come back to that in due course. Alright, would a supermarket sell a bell or a candle? Possibly, I don't know. Soda, chocolate, flashcards, and cigarettes. Oh my goodness, it's the identical twin brother of the eyeless, ballsack-chinned bloke that we met previously. I don't like the way this guy is staring at me, or the way that he's staring into my soul, while simultaneously having no eyes at all. I agree, it's quite impressive, isn't it? Alright, never mind. He doesn't have anything useful. Let's leave. Let's go home. Okay. Everything's fine. We've got some of the stuff that we need. So presumably the shorter the journey I take, by minimizing the number of different routes I need to go through, yes, could be good, but also at the same time it's then fewer opportunities to collect what I need. So I can either turn left to North Hollows, or I can turn right to Yorkshire. Alright, I guess we'll go left, because that's in the direction that I need to go. So yes, alright. Let's go to the end of the road and turn left. I should play Saturn. I've only got about half a tank of... Oh no, wait, I've got 3/4 of a tank. That's right. I wish to go to North Hollows, please. How far away is North Hollows? 5 miles, or 5 meters, judging by how quickly this seems to go down there. Blimey. Can I drive round this? Yeah, because if I remember correctly, the more stuff you crash into, the more damage your car becomes, and then you need to sidestep these daft pedestrians. The more damage you take, and then you need to repair it at the mechanic shops. I notice there are some fuel stations marked on the map as well, which I need to shut up. What the hell was that? You need to enunciate and project. Well, I didn't enjoy that. Nobody saw nothing. That was a deer. That was just a deer. Oh dear, oh dear. Situation's getting worse by the minute. What was that? Was that a pothole? Oh dear, I think my car's on fire? Or either that or I'm driving into the red mist has descended. I am beyond angry. I can't see a ruddy thing. Is this what I need the wipers for? Not the map. Let's put the wipers on. That'll fix everything, honest. It won't just make the problem severely worse. Not the map. Oh, shush. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're nearly there. Mind the bin. Who left the bin in the middle of the road? The bin men will not be happy about that. Alright, hooray. We've got where we need to be. Nice straight bit of road. I like this. Okay. It seems to take about 1/4 of a tank to get to any individual location, so I need to make sure that there's a fuel station within the next 2 stops, I think. Goodness gracious. Alright, turn left into North Hollows. Lovely stuff. A dark alley? I don't want to go in a dark alley. I don't know if I've got any choice. Oh, I should have been marking down what I've actually got. Let me tick off the book, and I'll just I'll note down that I've got the lighter as well, if that's of any pertinence. Alright, let's go to the antique store, see if they've got a bell or a candle. I think somebody had said already candle in this place, in this day and age. Right, another ancient text. Why are these things so damn popular? Alright, a broken bell. A broken bell's not really much used to. I mean, she didn't say come back with a fully functioning bell. She just said come back with a bell. Is a bell if it doesn't make a noise? Now there's an existential question for you. You are useless. I leave you to your bald business, you bald man. Oh, right, okay. Let's see what the supermarket has to say for itself. Oh good, it's another creepy man. Same stuff as before. I could buy a scratch card, but if my history of gambling is anything to go by, that's going to be a disaster. So, we shan't worry about that. I guess we'll go in the dark alley? That doesn't seem in the slightest bit disastrous. What happened in the dark alley? Oh, blimey. I wish I hadn't gone this way in life. Looking around in the alley, you find a car upgrade hidden behind a bin. Ah, stolen from some local merchant. Found a free upgrade. Oh! Cool. What does the upgrade do? Press Control or B button by default. What are you talking about? Okay. Hooray! Hooray for doing dangerous things. Okay, that's good. We've found a upgrade for the car. Goodness only knows what it does. Hopefully it makes it more durable or more fuel efficient or something like that. I don't really know, but let's pretend like we definitely do. Alright, let's have a look at the map. So we're oh blimey, we're nowhere near a petrol station. That's really bad. Okay, so we could either drive down to Crawl Road and then drive across to South Hope. That should take us past a petrol station. Or we could go across to Walk and then go down to South Hope, which would also take us past a petrol station. The obvious choice just seems to run along the top here, so I'm not going to do that. I think I'll go down to Core Road, and we'll see where that leads us. Head across to South Hope, and then we'll only be 2 stops away from where we need to go, once we've got through the city. Good. Right. Okay. Right. Yes! Let us go to Crawl Road! Hopefully that was a fuel efficiency upgrade. Let's go this way. Let's, yeah. Put my hands back on the number keys so that I am prepared for the doing of things. I notice it's slightly... Oh, blimey! That was probably a bad bit of damage that my upgrade isn't going to fix unless it was some sort of bulletproof armor upgrade, which I somehow doubt. Yes, let us, oh, blimey, what? Oops, oh good, I'm being pursued again. Somebody has invaded the backseat of my car and is staring at me. Oh good, and now there's an earthquake? Good. We've had a crash, again, and I'm still on the wrong side of the road. Oh good. Ow, my face. Okay, would you get out of my way? I can't see where I'm going, Mr. Trash Bin, Rubbish Bag, whatever the hell you are. What did you say? Something in its maw. Oh. Ah, well. My upgrade seems to have gone badly. Oh no, everything's fine. What are you worrying about? Cool, blimey, this is like one of my nightmares. Ah, shut up, you stupid radio. I can't even hear what you're saying, man. You need some elocution lessons. Oh, goodness gracious. Most of my nightmares about driving are about losing control of the vehicle. I once had a nightmare. I went to a car dealership to look at a car, and I got in it, and it just flew off on its own accord. Oh, a hitchhiker. I wonder if I could have picked him up if I'd been paying the vaguest attention to what I was doing. Bloody birds. I mean, this is called Crawl Road. I'm not entirely surprised I found a crow, but never mind. Yes. I was at this car dealership. Got in the car I wanted to look at, and it just sort of flew across the forecourt and smashed into a load of other cars, getting me in great trouble. But all right. Okay. Hopefully they have a petrol station here. They don't. Oh god. Oh god. Need money for fuel as well, don't I? Goodness. A dead bell. Since when was Belle alive? You people are all completely useless. Oh my goodness. There's not a petrol station here either, is there? No. Okay. I could go in the dark alley, but that seems like tempting fate. So I'm gonna take my leave and really hope that we find a petrol station very soon. Oddly, the petrol station seemed to be in the middle of the road between the two different towns rather than anything else. Because we're currently at Craw Road. So if we now head towards South Hope, specifically we had Hope, and then things went south, and then we didn't have Hope, we should hopefully bump into a petrol station. So all right, let's see if we can find the petrol station before we run out of fuel and we look like a right Wally. Ah! For goodness sake, why does everyone drive on the wrong side of the road? But maybe they're driving on the wrong side of the road to avoid all the roadkill. Wouldn't really surprise me. That looked like a petrol station. Why didn't I stop? Because I was scared. There's men in the road. We do seem to be driving through a city at the moment. And a post box. Lovely. I can send a letter to the local park service and tell them I'm terribly sorry for driving into another deer. Yes, I seem to be someone's intestines, which is less than optimal, but never mind. If I drive slowly, that will improve my fuel efficiency. Oh my goodness gracious, these hallucinations are getting progressively worse. Alright. Oh good, and another storm and more meat. Good. Where's the bloomin' petrol station? The fuel tank. The fuel tank in this car must be the size of a thimble. Bloody hell. What the hell? What the hell was that? That was horrible! Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my word, that takes me back to a cartoon I watched when I was a kid called The Animals of Farthing Wood, which had this horrible bird that dropped mice on spikes. It was awful. My goodness, that was not a pleasant thing to look at. Alright. Oh gosh. Is that because I've run out of fuel? No, my car's just gone completely bananas. Right, let me turn the wipers off. And no, not again! Right, there we are. I think we've just about managed. Oh good, the red mist of fury is returning. Which I do not refer to the leader of the Avengers. Oh my goodness, I can't see a bloody thing! Cool, blimey. This is going brilliantly. Okay, right, we've dodged that, and we've dodged him, and we've fixed the wipers. No, we haven't. Turn the wipers off for crying out loud. I feel... Oh good, we've nearly got there. And we haven't run out of fuel yet. Good, I desperately need some fuel. Okay. Calm the send down. Everything's fine. The last little bit of the trip, the sort of last half a mile or so, always seems to be a nice empty bit of road, so that's good. It allows me to calm my send down a little bit. Okay. Please tell me there's a bloody petrol station here. Mechanics, they probably sell fuel, right? Pharmacy, good. I can buy some anti-hallucinogenics. Okay, buy fuel. Yes, please. £43! £43! My goodness! I don't buy gasoline or petrol or diesel very often, but my goodness gracious. What is the status of my car? Damage is 56%. Ew. Air intake? What does the air intake do? I have no idea. Alright, never mind. I'm sure we can't afford any upgrades because they probably all cost about £600 million, don't they? Reduces collision damage, a bull bar. That's quite aggressive. What else have we got? What does it actually say about the air intake? Oh, that does reduce fuel consumption. Okay, that's cool. Supercharger! Increase your vehicle's top speed. Speed is the last thing I need to worry about right now. Increases car's acceleration. Again, not really something I'm worried about. To be honest, that is probably the best thing I could have got given how bloody expensive the fuel is. Okay. How much would it cost to repair the car? $42. £42. Crying out loud. It's a bloody expensive economy. And that's not even a joke. Alright, what do they sell at the pharmacy? Anything useful? A health check. Some... Quaaludes. or some diazepam. Alright. Fine. I'm not going to pretend to know what those are. Alright, what is my health status? Stress levels dangerously high. Oh, that's good. What do these do? Fully reduces all stress, £25. I don't stand a chance of that. Reduces stress by a large amount, £16. Okay, I feel like I need that. I'm going to get some of that, and then with all of my £9, I'm going to see if they've got a bell or a candle at the shop. Because I do need to arrive there with these things, presumably. Otherwise, it's all going to go wrong. An old brass bell. That should do the job. £12! Crying out loud! Where do you get off charging prices like that? How much do you charge for a broken bell? £4! It's missing its clapper. We won't even make a joke about that either. Cool, blimey. Can I buy a scratch card for £9? Because when you're down on your luck, the best thing to do is throw the last few pennies down the drain. Fine. Chance to win big money! Alright, fine. Hooray! We actually won something. Alright. How much was that brass bell? Was that brass bell £14? I think it was. That still doesn't leave me with a candle. But, let's hope the next town has a dark alley I can wander down and I can find, I don't know, some gold bullion behind a desk or something. £12. Okay, right, there we are. This is all £2. Excellent. I can buy a Mars bar. Alright, fine. We got the fuel that we needed. The car's in decentish condition, and we've got the bell that we need. So now we need to find ourselves a candle and some more spondylix. Right. This is going quite badly, but we're still alive, which is the only bar I am trying to surpass at this point. So, let's keep at it. Alright, where do we need to go from here? So we're at South Hope now, so we need to drive to the city, and then we can get to Dead End Road. Yes, I drive to other locations in the hope of finding a candle. But I somehow doubt anyone's going to sell me a candle for £2 or less. So oh shut up! Ow, my face! Oh, not this again. I thought the drugs were supposed to stop all of this. Seemingly they have not. Oh my goodness. I guess the drugs can't be, can't be... I guess the drugs can't get the... What the... Oh dear. I think my car's in a bit of a pickle. What is that? What... It's probably the ghost of the 3 deer I've killed. Oh, blimey. That air intake didn't do any good. Maybe I should have got the bull bar instead, although I'm sure I couldn't afford it. Okay, right, let's try and get past him. There we are. Let's see. If we get to the next town, it's a city. There's usually a dark alley in a city. I can't see a ruddy thing. Oh, shut up, you radio announcer of doom. Oh, a tunnel. Do I have lights? Oh, I do have lights. Tremendous. Hello. Can I actually stop and let him in? Did he actually get in? Would you get out of the road? There we go. Can I actually see his face in the rearview mirror when the light comes on? What's the internal light thing? Oh, blimey. Oh, blimey, not this again. Yes, I can. Okay. I've got a friend. Good. Somebody to ground me to reality. Those drugs did the grand total of nothing. Oh dear. I've a bad feeling I've bollocked up. Or maybe I'm in the circus. Oh. But me and my friend were going on a nice little road trip. Ah, blimey. Where am I now? Back at the start, presumably. Ah, blimey. Yeah, I've got a full tank of fuel. God, that was annoying. I was trying my best. I needed more money. That's the trouble. I need more money than I can, than I have. Maybe you do need to buy the scratch cards. Maybe the scratch cards have a better probability of winning than one would think from one's own experience of gambling in the past, which always seems to end up with me having no money left in my pocket. But That's the trouble with gambling, isn't it? You either don't win anything, in which case all your money's gone, or you win a little bit, and then you think, well, now I could, now I've got more to gamble with, so I could play more and win even more, and you think it will be like an exponential function, but it really isn't. It's funny how it's funny how it plays on your emotions and your psychology, except it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. It's not funny. It's just that's how human biology and psychology works, and that's why the industry has been created to exploit it. Oh, good. Here's this again. Here's some jaunty music, which is lovely and all, but my goodness, I just want to get to the end of this road. These people really need to learn to stop standing in the road in the middle of the night. Do they not look for lights? Do they not listen for engines? Seemingly not. Alright, oh, blimey. So much for the last little bit of road, almost being straight and free of danger. Maybe I should buy the bull bar immediately. Maybe that would be a good thing to do. But then how am I going to afford fuel and medicine and all these other things I need? I really do not know. But if there's a mechanic shop here, which I think there was the first time, then yes. Let me scratch out all of my tick marks as well. Alright, let's go to the mechanics. How much was the bull bar? About 55 quid, I think it was. 50 quid. Yeah, I could live with the 50 quid price. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but I can live with them because I feel like the damage is what that and the stress seem to be my main problems at the moment. So, how are we doing on status? 70%. I guess the last time my car was being more efficient because I had that air intake thing, didn't I? All right. Let's go to the shop and see what he has for sale. See if he has anything that we need. Maybe we'll try and find a cheaper book this time. I'm maybe not going to worry about the life this time. Is the ancient text another? Yeah, it's not 25 quid one, isn't it? Maybe I should just go with cheap things. This time around I'm going to try cheap things. I'm going to try a cheap book if I can find one. I think we saw a travel guide at some point. Those can't be expensive. And we'll go for a broken bell. And hopefully the spirits will see that they need to grant my wish for a house, because there's no way on earth I can afford a house on my own, because I can only afford to buy the cheapest of books and the cheapest of bells. Right. I'm now going to do something very sensible and buy some scratch cards and hope that I win big. This is going to go so badly. You've won! Nothing. No surprises there. Alright, we'll buy 3 tickets. Statistically, that's probably a good idea. Oh, good. This is going brilliantly. I could have bought some fuel at this rate. Yeah, for goodness sake. If we gamble more, then there's a greater chance of us winning and making back all the money we've lost. Please don't actually think like this. This isn't how the world works. Case in point. Right, okay. Last one. Last one, I'm trying this. Okay, I said it was the last one, but I meant this is the last one. Maybe a tactic to playing this game is just get to the first town, buy a load of scratch cards, hope you win like £1,000, and then use that to run yourself through the rest of the game. For goodness sake. I'm beginning to think that the probability of winning is actually quite low with these things. You call me crazy, but... Oh, for crying out loud, I've got to win something eventually. Or did I just literally hit the jackpot by winning a tenner the first time around? Oh, for crying out loud. We better hope there are some good dark alleys in the next town. Oh, I've literally given up all my money. Oh, blimey. Alright, fine. Let's leave Vegas and go somewhere else. Alrighty. Maybe we should go to some different towns this time in the hope of finding more dark alleys, because at the moment that seems to be my only chance of actually getting anywhere. No, I think maybe we go to North Hollows and then we go straight to Wolk and then we head down to South Hope from there and then skip Coral Road. I don't need to listen to no scary radios. Christmas music. It's odd because the radio's not on. Never mind. Never mind. None of that. Alright. Sheesh. Seriously. Did nobody teach these people the Green Cross Code or whatever the hell it was called? These people must learn. If they don't learn, they'll die. My goodness, I don't know what the safety rating on this car is, but I don't think it's very good, judging by the number of people that have died in it, which include myself, a hitchhiker, and 3 pedestrians. Which, given we've only been at this for about 40 minutes, is quite impressive. Okay. Presumably, the worse my stress level is, the more I'll see the hallucinations of all the blood and the demons and all the rest of it. But presumably that doesn't impact the number of other cars on the road, weather, or the brakes, or anything else. What? You want to eat my soul? Well, given how little money I've got, I'm not going to be able to bring you anything else. Oh, I can reverse. Oh, blimey, I can reverse. Can I? Oh, I want to get the hitchhiker and take him to town. Maybe he'll pay me money. I'm sure that's how things work. Where's the... Oh, yes, he's in. Good. Go forwards! Charge! Okay, if I take this hitchhiker to the next town, maybe he'll give me money. Please don't stab me in the back of the head, mate. I'm not really in the mood for such things. Come on, please give me money, then I can go and buy more scratch cards. What could possibly go wrong with this little business venture I've got in mind? Right. Okay. It's Dead End Road Taxi Driver Edition. Crazy taxi. Not because what we're doing is crazy, but because the driver's crazy. Okay. This storm, blimey, I'm not surprised he wanted to get in a car. He must have been freezing his arse off in here. Out there. Okay, he give me some money for being a nice friend? Oh, he did! He gave me some money. How kind of him. Let's go to the dark alley and see what happens. Maybe there's somebody there I can rob. While you were messing around in the alley, a local miscreant siphons off some of the petrol from your unattended vehicle. I approve of the use of the word miscreant, but other than that, we're still in a jam. Alright, fine. Let's go to the shop and see if they've got a book or a candle. A dictionary, some matches. Okay. It does seem like there's a lot of things for lighting stuff, isn't it? Matches got to be cheap, surely. Yeah, £2. I think we can afford some matches. Alright, we've got something to light the candle with, so I'll tick that off. How much does a dictionary cost? £15. My goodness, how many amusing rude definitions are in here to merit such a fee? I don't know. I can't possibly afford it. That's their lot, boys. Those scratch cards. Oh, my goodness. I've never thought of myself as a role model, but my goodness, please don't take any of this to heart. Oh, for goodness sake. Right. If at first you don't succeed, keep throwing your money down a hole. We've actually got vaguely a chance of winning this. Actually, I don't think we do, because when I started this, I had about 55 quid. I think all I've done now, actually, is bring back all the money I spent on this. Oh, blimey. There's not a mechanic here, is there, if I remember correctly? So I wouldn't be able to buy any more fuel, but, okay. I guess we... maybe we should get the book. Yeah, alright, since we've got the money, let's get the book. Since we're here, we might as well. And it's cheaper than the 25 quid book that we were looking at before, so, you know. If you look at it in one way, we looked at a £25 book, and then we got a £15 book, so we've basically made 15 quid. No, 10 quid. I can't count. Never mind. Alright, we've got the book, so we just need to find a candle, a lot of fuel, quite a lot of repairs, quite a lot of sanity, and a lot of hitchhikers. That's what we need. Okay, so I need to be on the lookout for hitchhikers, because they pay fairly well. Okay, let's go to Walk this time and see if that place is any better than this place is. I might try going a bit slower this time, actually, rather than just careening around the road at top speed, because hello, friend, your Uber has arrived. Would you like to get in? Would you like to get in? There we go. I do question why nobody around here has any eyes, but you know. There we go. Okay. There's a if I can make like sort of 15 quid or so each journey, that could probably pay for my fuel. And then, I don't like that. I drove over the pothole. Goodness. This is clearly meant to be local with the currency and all the rest of it. So if anybody thinks I ought to be able to pronounce the place names, just know that British people struggle with British place names just as much as anybody else does. But the only difference is when we've grown up around them, then we already know them. But the rest of them are just as different. I think I need some pills. Got any pills on you, Mr. Hitchhiker Man, that I could steal? I mean, borrow? What the hell is that? You're seeing this too, right, aren't you, Mr. Hitchhiker Man? Turn the radio off. You don't want to listen to Minicap FM. Nobody wants to listen to that. What? It's Ezio Auditore from the Assassin's Creed franchise has come to say hello and give me a big hug to make me feel better about life. Excellent. Okay. Just relax, we're nearly there. Everything's gonna be fine, apart from the fact that all of these people are driving on the wrong side of the blooming road. Okay. If I'm gonna complain about people being on the wrong side of the road, I should be on the correct side of the road. Okay. Get a little bit of money, and then we can buy some fuel. Please tell me there's fuel here. If there's not fuel, I'm gonna have to get out and walk. And that's gonna be bloody dangerous, because we've seen what happens to most of the pedestrians on these roads. Okay. There's no fuel here, but we've got some money. That's good. Okay. Do you sell a candle? Why are candles so rare in this world? A Bible, a dictionary, or a bell? How much does a Bible cost? Bible's even more expensive. Cool. Blimey. Alright, fine. I am worried about my stress. I wonder if any of the things at the pharmacy can help me out. Maybe they'll keep me alive a little bit longer. Dangerously high. Yes, indeed. Alright, fully reduces stress. Yeah, let's have some of that, please. Thank you very much. What's my stress now? Stress at safe level. That's nice. That makes me happy. Alright, I'd buy some scratch cards, but money isn't really my problem at the moment. It's more fuel I'm concerned about. What do these actually do anyway? Oh, right, so you can reduce your stress by a little bit, by a minor amount. Yeah, presumably cigarettes do the same thing. Yeah, to be honest, I think cigarettes, at least in the long term, would make it worse. So, I'm not going to buy any more scratch cards. I'm going to restrain myself, because I actually do need money for fuel. So, oh, excuse me. I'm going to leave and see if we can get to a town which has some fuel. Alright. What has fuel? So we're going to have to go down to South Hope if we're going to get fuel. Yeah, okay. Let us go to South Hope and hope that the fuel lasts. If we drive slowly, that should be more energy efficient. If my understanding of how cars works is correct, which probably isn't, because I know very, very little about cars, other than they go forward most of the time. Okay, hopefully we'll find another hitchhiker as well. Shit. I can't hear a word you're saying, man, but I hope that you're complaining about these Amazon drivers leaving their things in the road. Or other people's things, more specifically. Okay, let's take it slow. We don't have any stress, so we shouldn't have too many hallucinations. We can just go for a lovely, quiet drive. Peaceful, atmospheric rain. Drive into a pothole or two. Listen to the ruddy radio some more. You've met a terrible fate, haven't you? Yes, I have, because I'm driving this old jalopy. Oh, blimey. How precisely between crying out loud, between here and Cape? Between here and the Cape of Africa, exactly am I having these many hallucinations, given I've just taken a load of pills to cure them? I don't know. But I don't know what that was, but I don't want anything to do with it. There's no hitchhikers on this road. That's what happens when it's raining. Oh my goodness. As I was saying that would... I guess they'd be less likely to start their journey if it was raining, but they'd be more likely to want to lift in a car if it was raining, because they'd want to get out of the rain. Just like, why do people keep leaving all of their rubbish in the road? It makes no sense. Alright, we've nearly got there, and we've... Oh no, is my car went out of fuel? No! Don't send me back to the beginning. What? We're putting an Arkham Asylum on me here. Okay, fine. I can live with that. I should overtake this van. Oh, hello, Ezio. How are you? How's the family? How's the wife? How's the children? I really don't care. We're just... Okay. You've only got to make it another mile or so, and then I think we'll have reached the fuel depot. Sadly, we haven't found any hitchhikers, otherwise we'd have enough money for fuel. But maybe we can buy partial fuel, and then we find some more hitchhikers on the next couple of roads, and then we can buy some more fuel. That seems like my best bet at the moment, so that's what I'm rolling with. Okay. No! No! I could get out and walk from here, for crying out loud. Damn it. Bloody inefficient car. I knew I should have bought a... What's an efficient car? The Volvo? I don't know. I don't know anything about cars. It's annoying because the only way I could get any closer to... Do you mind? I'm sort of in the middle of something here. I'm only starting out with half fuel. I know I am starting with full fuel. Shut up. Because I could take a slightly... Maybe I should take a slightly longer route to get there, and not just take the most direct route possible, because that seems perhaps too obvious. Alright, slow down a bit now. Because if I find plenty of hitchhikers, and in fairness I have driven past quite a few, I just didn't know I could stop and let them tag along for the sake of money. And I should be able to afford a few bits. Maybe the fuel efficiency upgrade is an important thing to get, actually, rather than the bull bar. Because when I wasn't going too quickly, and I was taking my pills regularly, I could just about cope without taking too much damage. So, either that or my car was on the brink of exploding, and I just didn't realise it. So, yeah. I just have to make this a profitable venture. Yeesh. Driven over to the bloody pot. Oh, bloody council not fixing the bloody roads. It's not even a hyperbole, it's literally just what I yell as I'm driving down the road, because there are quite a lot of potholes in my part of the world. So, my goodness, so much noise. So much noise. Alright. We're nearly there. And we haven't crashed into anything, or anyone yet. There haven't been too many people crossing the road recently either, which has been lovely. Yeesh. Why would anybody think it was a good idea to throw a rubbish bin? Least of all in the road, least of all in the middle of the night, in a wind. I have many questions and no answers. But alright, let's relax. Was this the town that had the dark alley or not? I can never remember. We have a dark alley here? No, we don't. We do have a mechanics then. Maybe it would be a good idea to buy fuel straight away. Because if there's fuel here, then that would mean I could last a little bit longer. No, wait, hang on a minute. On the road, I mean. Yes, £13 to fill the tank, please. Thank you very much. And maybe I'll buy... I could buy both. No, I'm just going to buy this. I'm not going to worry too much about anything else, because I think I'm doing all right without having to worry about smashing into things. Oddly, I've still never seen a candle. Maybe they're only sold in specific places. A grimoire, which has an inscription of Kalatu Barada Nikto. That sounds like the sort of thing you should say to a ritual, so fine. Fine, why not? And a collar bell for Bib. Tremendous. At least that's bloody cheap. Right. Should take a book tick bell. Good. Be a well-read bell end by the end of this. There's already half of that. It wasn't the first bit. Alright. Let's leave. I think getting fuel at the first stop is perhaps a pro move. I think that's what I needed to do at the beginning. And I wasn't doing because I was being daft. Right. If we keep failing at this, we could very well end up with this video being quite long. Alright, now that we've got fuel, I'm not too worried about going down through Dortshire and through Courtier Town. So let's again go back to North Hollows and then maybe try and make our way to Walk, which I don't actually think we've been able to reach thus far. So we've got a more fuel efficient car and we've got the fuel. So let's just take it nice and easy, because nice and easy does it every time, like the man said. So let's just take it nice and easy. Someone's left their bin in the middle of the road so that the bin men can come and collect it. Excellent. I was talking about my bin at the side of the road, but never mind. Must be different cultural things out in this neck of the woods. Where are all the hitchhikers, for crying out loud? Yeesh. I don't think those cars are actually moving that fast. It's just that I careen down the road at the speed of the power of my bow. Say something yourself. You seem to be going at a hell of a pace when I come out of there, especially given I wasn't even pressing the accelerator. Okay. Why would you pay for the upgrades to have better acceleration and speed? Those just seem like recipes of disaster. Maybe your stress goes up the more hallucinations you encounter, and it's like if you get there quickly, then you don't experience as many hallucinations, and then you don't have to pay for as much medicine. Then surely you just save the money you spent on the car and just... Oh, blimey. Don't mind the fact that the taxi's on fire, mate. Everything's going to be fine. Just you get in here and we'll get you home in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Right, where is he in? Yes, he is. Good. I need his money! Which means it would probably be more efficient just to murder him. Can you hear that? Spooky music. It reminds me of, shut up. What are those... blimey. What are those games that we've played that have that nice music in it? Sort of music from the Caretaker, things like that. The Shopping List. The games made by that developer. I forget the names of the other ones. They always have nice, spoopy music. Alright. This should get us a little bit more money. We won't need to worry about fuel just yet. So we could maybe get some medicine, perhaps, if there's a pharmacy here. Which there isn't, but there is a dark alley. Okay, good. Please do you have a candle? You do. You have a scented candle. It's quite expensive, but never mind. Hopefully it smells of success. And all sorts of other abstract concepts they write on bloody packets. And a lighter, unreliable, but cheap. I wouldn't call £5 cheap, but maybe that's just the cost of smoking. I don't really know. It's not really my area. Alright. Should we go in the dark alley? It seems like a dumb idea, but we'll do it anyway. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it goes badly. You find only a raving derelict who, whilst posing no physical threat to you, nevertheless bombards you with a torrent of abuse for some perceived slight. Okay, fine. Why? What did I do to him? Is he an ex-employee of the fashion police and doesn't approve of my overcoat? Alright, fine. I've still got a little bit of money left. It's good. Alright. We still need to buy... Oh, we don't need to buy a candle. We've got a candle and we've got a light. So we've got everything we need, actually. So the only bits of money we need now are for subsistence. In terms of fuel and car repairs and medicine for my brain. Alright, let's go to Walk! At least I assume it's pronounced that. I really don't know. The thing about America is, compared to Britain, America has more reasonable names in that they're easier to pronounce, but they're also daft names because they've got daft words in it, like Wallopin being a place in America I recently learned of. So, you know, everybody knows how to pronounce Wallopin, but my goodness. It's a daft name. Oh wait, he's not a hitchhiker, he's just a road crosser. He certainly looked very cross there, oh, that's loud. Why am I in a circus? Why am I in a circus? I don't know. Because I'm acting like a clown. Oh my goodness. What is that noise? What is all this? I need some pills. Oh my goodness. What are those great big glowing orbs? Alright. We need to get to town. We need to hope they've got a pharmacy there. And we gotta hope that they've got some really strong injections. God blimey, I don't remember this game being as loud. Would you get your brain off my bonnet? Would you get your brain off my bonnet? Thank you. Yeesh. No more hitchhikers. We're gonna get in this car with this screaming lunatic. Oh, blimey. I didn't think this game would be this much fun! He says killing somebody. God. Alright. Let's find some pills. I guess you can still eat the food things, so a bit of a sugar rush to calm yourself down. Although probably having higher blood sugar is just going to make your brain all the more active, but never mind. Hopefully they'll have a pharmacy here. I don't think we've actually been to this town before. I don't think we've got this far before. A pharmacy. Hooray. Okay. What's my stress level? Dangerously high. It's always dangerously high. How much were these? 25 quid. I can afford that, I think. Okay. That's good. Okay. I'm going to save my money, because I'm going to hope that we'll find a couple more hitchhikers, and then that'll give me enough money for some fuel. So, I'm not going to buy any more scratch cards. And we've got everything we need. We've got a lighter, we've got a candle, we've got a bell, we've got a book, we've got everything that we could possibly need to make this ritual go brilliantly. So, where are we going from here? Oh, excuse me. We could either go down to South Hope, or we could go over to Holrich. South Hope has got fuel. Holrich has fuel afterwards. How are we doing for fuel? We've got more than half a tank. I think we can manage. Let's go to Holrich, because we've not been there before. Let's go to Holrich. Hopefully then we'll find a couple of hitchhikers. And we can relieve some stress by murdering them. I mean, take them to the place they want to go. For a nominal fee. Is 15 quid expensive for a taxi? I don't know. I haven't had a taxi for years. I don't know what inflation has done to taxi prices. It's all a pre-pandemic thing for me. Alrighty, let's keep going. Let's take it nice and easy. 1 mile at a time. One windstorm at a time. One rubbish bin at a time. Well, I'm glad I found a hitchhiker. I don't really know precisely. I'm dead? Oh, I'm dead! You suffered a fatal car accident, despite the fact I didn't do anything wrong. This game is really bloody difficult. Really bloody difficult. Oh my goodness. If it saved you partway through sort of every other town or something, or there was some way to save as you went along, I think that would be a little bit more reasonable, but my goodness, it's really difficult, isn't it? Maybe I'm just crap at it. That does seem quite likely, doesn't it? Alright, blimey, my bloody car's gone crazy again. Shut up. Alright, yeah, you can't throw two things at me at once, Well, just because I wanted to give you a kiss doesn't mean you can throw your meat in my face. Doesn't work that way. I swear there were not as many hallucinations the first time I drove down this road. What's going on? That voice sounds vaguely familiar. It's a very old recording, like a sort of 20s or 30s recording. There's no way that's any later than that. I'm very curious. Sorry. I'm trying to distract myself and think of something more positive, like trying to identify music, whilst not crashing into anything. Oh, here we go again. He called for an encore. What's going on? Why have I lost control of the car suddenly? It's driving on its own. There we are. Yes, I apologise also, I'm not making a lot of eye contact. I'm, ever so slightly trying to keep my eyes on the road. Okay, right. Once again, we have returned to Haverville. Ville not being a word that's used in many English place names that I can think of. That's much more of an American thing. I wonder if it's perhaps not an English language word, and it's perhaps a word that's descended from a different language, like perhaps French or German or something else, like another culture that made up a large constituent of the founding population of the United States. I don't know, maybe it was. I'm going to scratch out all my tick marks again. I only found a candle once in my life. For once in my life, I found a candle. Right, how much does an old brass bell cost? Has a pleasant sound to it. That's lovely. Sounds more pleasant than this ridiculous accent. And a dictionary, because, everything just costs 15 million quid in this infernal day and age, doesn't it? Alright, fine. Let's carry on, I suppose. Right. Let's buy some fuel. Because that's always a good thing to do. And again, I'm going to upgrade my fuel intake. There we go. Because I think that can only be a worthwhile investment. Actually, since there's a pharmacy here, I want to test something, if I may. How much does my stress increase just from one journey? Fair to middling rate. It sounds like I need to clear my stress levels like every 2 journeys, which is bloody expensive. That's like, about 12.5 quid per journey just in stress. Maybe you need to sort of eat away at it a little bit, no pun intended, by having chocolate and things to go along with it, but I don't really think I can afford that right now. Alright, I tell you what, my voice is hoarse from yelling a lot, so I'm going to see if I can get us a wee bit further in the game, and yeah, we'll see if we can make some small semblance of progress and enjoy a few seconds of peace and quiet before the madness resumes. Alright, I've got some money. Let's see if we can buy a candle and a book of matches. Buy a ball travel guide. How much is the travel guide? £10. Books are bloody expensive, aren't they? I don't want to think we hadn't invented the blooming printing press by now. We could go in the dark alley. Fine. The off chance it's amusing, let's go in the dark alley. That's the second most valuable thing I found here. Just behind upgrade for car and just after tirade of abuse. Blimey. Hang on, I've already got a hitchhiker. Can I pick up another one? Sorry, I just let this van go by. I've already got a hitchhiker. Can I pick up another one? Presumably not. Your master demands a sacrifice. Well, I've already sacrificed my dignity, my intellect, and my evening. What more do you frickin' want from me? Oh blimey, there's a train. Not seen this before. Right, okay. Curious. So you can't really pick up a hitchhiker if you've already got one. That's something to know. We're only in a 2-seater, apparently. Alright, fair enough. Fine. On the off chance that we find something that's worthy of being shown in the video. Oh, free petrol! Hooray! Brilliant! Great! I should explore these dark alleys more often! I'm going crazy. I mean, I was already quite crazy, but you know. It's good to have things intensified, isn't it? So go big or go home. I'd certainly like to go home after this road trip. Right. I could do with a bit of a car repair as well. Shut up. Where am I now? Crow Roads. We need to go to South Okay. Walk or South Hope? Which way? South Hope. Okay. I need to find a pharmacy and take some pills as well. It's been too long since I've had some. Anyway, back to the game. Okay. we've made it to South Hope, which is not too far away from where we need to be. We've got everything we need except a candle. We're doing all right for fuel. The car's in a bit of a state. So first I need the candle, first and foremost, beyond anything else. Also we need some pills because my stress is getting pretty bad. A cowbell. This sketch needs more cowbell. How much is a maths book? That has got to be the cheapest book I've ever seen, probably because it's the least demand for it. Quadratic equations aren't even that difficult, for goodness sake. How much is a big old cowbell? More cowbell, never a bad thing. Goodness. We're on the same wavelength. Excellent. Okay, no candle, but never mind. Let's get some pills. Can I afford the expensive pills is the question. Let's see how much it's going to cost to repair the car first, I think, and then we'll put the car first and my health second, because my priorities are in order. What's the status of the car? It's actually not as bad as I thought. How much does it cost to repair the car? £36. That's expensive. That's very expensive, but I don't guess I've got much choice. I think we're alright on fuel for 1 or 2 more trips. But then, can I see my map here? No, I can't. Damn, I don't know how many more. I don't know where the next petrol station is because I haven't really got this far in the game before. I feel like I have to have some pills. What is my stress at the moment? Yeah, it's always dangerously high, isn't it? Hey ho. Alright, fine. I haven't got any money left. One thing I am curious about though is, can I spend just like the remainder of my money on a little bit of fuel, or do I need to have enough money to have all my fuel done? Can I buy just a bit of fuel, please? No. So the further you go, the more money you need. Great. How many dark alleys in here I could find some more medical money in? No. Okay. Fine. We're still on the lookout for a candle and some more fuel. These hitchhikers, though, are invaluable. If it wasn't for the hitchhikers, I'd be screwed at this point. They're my only friends in this place. Right. We're at South Hope now, so we could either go down to Right Town, up to Knight's Hill, and then to Dead End Road, which would take us past another fuel station. But then that's hoping. I mean, each of the hitchhikers only seem to give you about 15 quid, and I already need like. And by the time I get there, I'm going to be out of more fuel, so we need like 25, 30 quid by that point. So we need more like 2 people. Maybe I should just head into the city. How are we doing for fuel? We've got about half a tank. We could probably make 2 journeys. Maybe we could go up to the city, hopefully find a bit of money, maybe even win a scratch card or get something in an alleyway. God, blimey, I'm desperate. Then head over to Knight's Hill. Yeah, let's go to the city first, I reckon. Let's go to the city first. And I keep saying this, but I've taken the pills, so I shouldn't be having that many hallucinations. Although the closer I get to the Dead End Road, the more ruddy hallucinations I seem to get. But hopefully we'll find a hitchhiker, and we can make a bit more money, because I feel like we're actually starting to get somewhere now. We're beginning to make some degree of progress, but only through pure luck, blind chance, and making it up as we go along. It's the only way I've ever succeeded in life. You see what I mean about the hallucinations? I know they play a lot of crap on the radio, but my goodness, I didn't know they play rubbish like this. Oh my goodness, I love that you can't turn the radio off either while you're hallucinating. Blimey, right. I'll see you in the city. Hopefully, either that or I'll see you in a grave. My goodness. If only you were a real hitchhiker. Is there something I'm supposed to do when I see that? Like, is there some sort of action I'm supposed to be taking? Do I need to maybe like turn off the internal light or come to a stop or something that I can do? Because that hallucination seems to be a deadly one, which seems to come up near the end, but I don't know how to survive it, because it just kills me. But maybe I just need to turn the lights off so that I can't see it. Shut up. Oh my goodness, I don't remember this game being this difficult. Games are always easier when you're just watching them. Right, I'll try again. Amazing the thing that I've played through this enough to find, what, 4 different books and 4 different bells and 3 different lights, and I've only seen a candle once. Can't hold a candle to my performance because we can't find a frickin' candle, and suddenly we find a votive candle, whatever another son of votive candle is. I really don't give a damn, but at least it's one that exists. And we've got the cheapest book, which ain't bad as things go, and we've got ourselves the lighter, which I don't even know if it's needed, but it seems logical. I doubt they want the candle just to stick it up someone's schnoz. Maybe they do, I don't know. I don't claim to be an expert in occulty rituals. Right. Back on the road. Oh, it's a cow. Oh, those are cows. Oh, I thought those were dead bushes this whole time. I had no idea they were cows. Goodness gracious. Why can't I buy a car with just better handling? Ah, shut up. It does seem like there are certain things that you can do to potentially reduce the impact of some of the hallucinations. Like, I'm not sure there's anything I can do about this one, but I think that... yeah, case in point. I think the one with a scary demon face appears in the rearview mirror, turning the... turning the internal light off into something in the rearview mirror might be good. I'm not convinced, but it seems that way. And a couple of times now, that was the second time, I've seen that hitchhiker appear in the rear view mirror. I've turned the light on and then I've not died. So there's a small possibility that turning that light off is useful. There must be a reason that you can do things like turn off the high beams and, you know, set the wipers going and things. So it must serve some sort of purpose. They're not just there for flavour, surely. They must serve some more integral function. So, at least I think we figured out what the internal light one's for. I'm trying to take some different routes this time, for no particularly good reason other than just bored us in the same towns again and again and again. Anyway, I'm only looking for a bell this time round. I have seen some bells, but they've all been broken. As the trend continues. Do some different things this time around, because we have seen more candles and fewer bells. But hey ho. I feel like I should get some pills, but the pills don't seem to do anything. It says that your stress level goes down, but then it doesn't actually seem to reduce the number of hallucinations you get, so it all seems a bit pointless to me. I don't really get what the purpose of reducing the stress is. Maybe it's not so directly related to... maybe it's not so directly related to the number of hallucinations you get. Maybe it's just like the likelihood that a hallucination will kill you, or like the likelihood that you'll encounter a fatal hallucination. Maybe it's more related to that than anything else. I also haven't seen a single hitchhiker on this playthrough. I've seen about 603 bins, but no hitchhikers, which is great for my economic situation, I must say. But I'll keep trying. Right. This is the furthest I've got. I've got a hitchhiker, which is great, because now I've got a little bit more money. Except there's no fuel here, which is great, because I'm almost completely out of fuel, which means there's almost no chance whatsoever that I'll actually be able to get to my next destination, which is great. And all the bloody bells are broken, because of course they are. Fine, I guess I'll buy a... oh, a dead bell is not a bell that doesn't work. A dead bell is a bell you ring for dead people? Okay, fine. Well, I can't really afford that. The fact that you even have the utter cheek to sell a broken bell for £4, I frankly find incredible. Right, I was really counting on there being fuel here, except there isn't. Fine, let's go into a dark alley and see what happens, because what could possibly go wrong? Maybe we'll find magic petrol. Upon entering the alley, you're immediately confronted by a local thug who demands your money. You manage to overpower him and knock him unconscious. In retribution, you take what little money you find on his person, £30. Brilliant! That's almost as much money as I had, but never mind. Okay. I mean, that was great. It's not going to do me any bloody good, because there's no way on earth I'm going to be able to get to the next destination with any fuel. Oh, I guess I'll give that a try. I guess I'll buy a bar of chocolate. I guess I'll buy 2 bars of chocolate. I don't know what else to do Monday. Oh, only there was fuel here. If there was fuel here, I'd be able to do this, because then I'd have enough fuel to get to Dead End Road, which is the next bloody destination. But there's no way I'm going to be able to do it, because I've only got a tiny bit of fuel left. Bloody hell. So close, and yet so far. Because look, I'm at Knight's Hill at the moment. So unless I can make it to the city, which... I'd be shocked if I can, but I guess I don't have any choice but to try. I am running on fumes. Oh, no. I'm not allowed to go to the city. Okay, fine. I've got to try and make it to Dead End Road with no frickin' fuel. Okay, fine. I should have bought that bloody dead bell, actually. I had the money for it and all. I'm sure it won't do make any difference, because I just won't get there, because I'll run out of fuel. It won't let me walk the rest of the distance, but alright, fine. Bloody hell, they're really kicking it off early. In fairness, I haven't had any pills this time around, but... Someone coming back on their way from a ritual. I'm trying to keep all my equipment in the right place and it's all gone wrong. In fairness, the distance to Dead End Road isn't that far, actually. It only seems to be about 4 miles, which is impressive, even though most of the other places are like 5 or 6 away. No! Not in the bloody circus again. There doesn't seem to be anything I can do about this one, except for my steering wheel, which is poking through the floor. Oh, blimey. Come on, car. Be efficient. Think efficient thoughts. Think about a big, juicy tank that's full of oil. Don't tell me the car's run out of fuel. Please, I'm so freaking close. Right, I can deal with a faux crash. This I can deal with. I can. Sheesh. What are there any little hidden messages in there? Possibly, possibly not. I don't really know. Right, come on, we are so close. I've been playing this game for nearly 2 hours. Can we put his blood in the... No! 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 Great. I've been doing this for 1 hour and 40 minutes. Bloody hell. It's really difficult. You have to be bloody strategic with this, and a lot of it's based on random chance as to whether or not you find hitchhikers, what you find in the dark alleys. Alright, fine. One last try, and then I'm packing it in, because I am running out of the will to live here. Right. Scratch all of my tick marks out again. I don't have any of the things I need. Alright. One last try. Something interesting. I've never seen this before. Somebody decided to push a baby pram out into a crossing and then leave it there in the middle of the road. I've seen some rubbish parents in my life, but my goodness, that takes the biscuit. Goodness, don't take children's biscuits away. Children like biscuits. Everyone likes biscuits. Everyone likes biscuits. This game would be made better if there were biscuits in it. Goodness, I fancy a biscuit. Never mind. My hungry, tired brain trying to focus on something more cheerful. Great. Just great. I feel quite so bad for running most of the inhabitants of this infernal place down now. Because I It's very plappy. It's like he's... You can't throw a bin at me when my car is frozen. Rest area. Oh, that's what it says. It's like a lay-by then. Here, I thought it was a bus stops. Never mind. You can't throw a bloody bin at me. You can't throw a ruddy bin at me when my car is frozen because I'm picking up a hitchhiker. That's just not fair. Crying out. Right, this... sheesh. Now what? Oh, this again. This isn't actually the same attempt as last one. I got hit by a car, and I decided that wasn't a good enough try, so I'm trying again. Stupid birds. I'm on the way to Holrich now, which is the one before the city. And I was having a look around online to see if I could find a guide, any tips and tricks to help get through the game. And I did find some interesting information. Since he doesn't supply people with petrol, at least I don't think he does, unless I missed that particular chapter of the Bible, I don't think he'd be much help at this moment in time. Right, moving on. It did have some interesting information in which I found curious to read. So, it was actually a speedrun guide rather than a how do you complete the game guide. So not all of the advice was completely pertinent, such as it recommended getting the supercharger upgrade so that your car drives faster, that sort of thing. I actually think if you're just trying to complete the game and to blazes with your time, I think the fuel efficiency upgrade is probably a better one. Talked about the hallucinations, saying that the only one that's actually of danger to you is the one with the man who tries to stab you in the back of the head. And that indeed what you need to do is turn the lights off, so I was glad to have that confirmed. I don't know if you've seen a couple of times we've been driving along on the left-hand side of the road. There's been something which looks a little bit like a fuel station with a kind of lit-up roof. Apparently, if you stop there, you get free fuel, which is amazing. Curiously, it didn't talk anything about the hitchhikers. Again, probably because it was a speedrun guide, so it was like, you know, it's not time efficient to pick up hitchhikers, but you do get more money. Car damage 70%. That's really bloody bad. 52. Oh, I don't even have enough freaking money for that. Bloody hell. I think it's so... I've got everything I need. I've got a book, got a bell, got a candle. I just need to get to the city and then to Dead End Road. How much of fuel? Yeah, maybe I should get fuel now, if I can, and then that should keep me going for the rest of my time. Yeah, I'm gonna get fuel now, and if we're really, really, really frickin' lucky, we just might not crash into enough stuff. Or find a really, really wealthy hitchhiker that's gonna give me like £40 so that I can repair my car. But we're not that far away from finishing. But, if we just take it nice and easy, we take it nice and slowly, we should be alright. Yeah, we want to go to Alvarez City, don't we? Yeah. We're going to go to Alvarez City, and then we've only got to get to Dead End Road, and then we're done. So we just need to take this nice and slow, so that we don't crash into anything. And to a certain degree, it is just random chance, which is a bit frustrating, but I can sort of see why. That thing, which, you know, the thing that I've just spent money on, which I should have spent on repairing my car, but apparently... I don't know what all that's about. I can't actually see if I've got more fuel or not, because I already had a full tank. But, yeah, apparently if you stop at those places, you get free fuel, which is amazing. The light's now gone to orange from yellow, so that's going great, so the car's probably on the brink of death. But, yeah, it said all the hallucinations and stuff don't actually do any damage to your car, and that seemed to be what it was focusing on mostly, about whether or not your car gets damaged. It didn't really talk about your sanity. It didn't talk about buying anything from the supermarket or the pharmacy, so... I have no evidence that turning off the high beams is helpful for dealing with it here, but I'm just going to presume that it is, so that I feel vaguely better about my life. Oh, would you shut up, man? You keep blabbering on, and I can't hear a word you say, and it's just all very annoying. Ugh. This red mist... Yeah, see, something like that, right? Because I can't go to the left because I'll smash into the van, and I can't go to the right because I'll smash into the bloody bird. That's what annoys me with this sort of random stuff, is you just... Would you stop throwing crap at me? can't see a ruddy thing. Right, frickin' finally. My car is in a ruddy state. And there's no way I'm gonna... Well, I'm not gonna have enough money. I don't even know if there is a mechanic here. I mean, it's a city. You'd imagine they have a little bit of everything. Ah, blimey. Well, I don't need money at the end of the game, so maybe I should just buy 4 scratch cards, hope that I win big, and then upgrade, repair my car so that I've got a better chance of surviving this. Ah, blimey. Fine. Let's try, because I don't think I've got any other choice at this moment. Please. Right, let's try again. Come on, please. I just want to win. I just want to win the game. I don't even care if I get a good ending or a bad ending or a screwed in the face ending. I just want to get an ending. An ending other than, oh, you died. And I probably will die at the end. That's not going to be enough to repair the car, is it? Because he wanted, like, that much money to start with, and now the car's in worse condition. I so wish you could do partial upgrades and partial refuels and things like that. 65 quid! Fine, I guess we're just going to have to buy another 7 scratch cards and hope that we get up to 65 quid. Oh my goodness. Alright. Give me a minute, I'll go through this and we'll see if we can upgrade, repair the car. Why do I keep saying upgrade? I mean repair. You know what I mean. I'm winning a fair amount, but I'm not getting to where I need to be. And I need 65 quid. Well, here we go, last try. Great. The stupid thing is I won a couple of times, and I got up to like 55 quid, but that still wasn't enough to actually repair the car, so I had to keep gambling, and everything's gone now, so I daren't go in the dark alley in case they damage my car, and goodness knows I'm not going to find some Mother Teresa type in there, so I'll fix your car for free. Great, we're going to have to see if we can get to Dead End Road with a car which is on the brink of exploding. Great. We got plenty of fuel, I'm not worried about that. Let's go to Dead End Road. Right, I am 8 miles. Bloody hell. I am gonna go super duper slow. Because I can't afford to take any damage. I don't care about the ruddy hallucinations. What are you blabbering on about? You talk utter Tommy rot. They didn't even throw the baby over that time. I don't know why I'm shocked. I'm pleased. I see something moving on the floor there, but it didn't. Okay. Let's just take it nice and easy. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Pretend you're having a panic attack, so if this carries on much longer, I may very well. And take deep, slow breaths. We're gonna be alright. We're gonna get there. We've got everything we need. We've got a maths textbook. We've got a nice little candle. We've got a little bell for a little pussycat. We've got every single thing that we could possibly need. We just need to take it nice and easy. Good thing I know how to deal with that now. Goodness gracious. If there'd been like one more hitchhiker. Actually, if I hadn't bought that fuel, that was the stupid thing. If I hadn't bought that fuel, and I'd been able to get the fuel for free at that station, then I think he's saying turn around in that one. It's only after you listen to it about 7 times you can actually figure out what they're on about. Yeah, if I hadn't bought that fuel, I'd have had enough money with that scratch card that I won. When I got up to 55 quid, I would have then had the extra 10, 15 quid or whatever it was that I needed, and then I've been able to repair the car and I'd be in better standing now. But never mind, there's a pothole I've very nearly driven on. Stay behind the back. Yeah. Reading that guide was interesting, because it sort of suggested that a lot of the rubbish that I've been worrying about is actually not worth worrying about at all. Like like all the hallucinations and stuff, which are probably a lot worse on this road than anywhere else. But if a fly so much as farts in my direction, I'm likely to break this car. I hate this frickin' fog. I can't see a damn thing. Oh! Oh, for fuck's sake. What did you say? Did you just say come to daddy? Because I'm not gonna do that. And if I am, I'm gonna do it with a big knife. And I'm gonna stab you in the face. Is that my car that's smoking? It said in the guide that when your car starts smoking, you can take 4 more small pieces of damage, and then that's your end. I think it just said die that time. Okay, we're more than halfway there, and the last mile is never too bad. It doesn't spawn too much crap in the last mile, so we've basically got to get through another 2.25 miles and we're done. Okay. I can't see a thing through this infernal smoke. The what are you talking about? Would you kindly speak English and enunciate yourself properly? You misspeaking miscreant. My goodness, right, I can't even see the ruddy road. I swear I'll get out and walk at this rate. I'll break my windscreen and blow the smoke out of the way. I'll drive backwards if I have to, like Captain Scarlet. If only I can see where I'm going. Okay. Just take it easy. Calm down. My blood pressure. Think of your blood pressure, dear. Right. Just take it nice and easy. If we don't crash into anything else, we might just make it. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. He bumped his head on the back of the bed, he couldn't get up in the morning, 'cause he were dead. Why under the sun are children taught such horrible songs to sing? I really don't know. No, don't even try it, you cheeky soul. Soul being the specific word there, because chances are they do have no embodied form. Right. I think, if you can believe it, good, the recording's on. Oh, blimey. We might very nearly have made it. Hopefully I haven't forgotten any of my things. Okay, come on, we can do this. I don't know what to expect at the end of this. Other than a house, because that's what I was promised. Okay, we did it! We made it! You daft old bird! You have returned to me after about 3 hours. About 2.5, I think. I am surprised. Very few make it this far. Really? Is that because the roads out there are a frickin' death trap? No wonder you stay in here in your chair all day, you daft old badger. You poor naive fool. Many years ago, I too performed the ritual. But I was lucky. I was able to bargain for my soul. Really? You seem pretty soulless to me, looking at your eyes. On the condition I continue the curse. What is this, the ring? And lure more unsuspecting lambs into the waiting arms of my master. What a lovely old lady she is. Judge me not, child. You would have done the same. You don't know that for a fact. Enough talk! Did you bring the required items? I hope so. Show me what you have. I can't bloody remember. Please tell me I haven't forgotten something. Poor collection of items. Oh good. What have I forgotten? You tried, but oh no, don't say that I... Oh no. Oh good, looks like I'm getting a bad ending. Prepare yourself for what, a boxing match? Hello. Oh good, I'm dead. Yep, your soul is forfeit to the dark powers. You join the nameless legions of howling victims in eternity. What a damned shame that is. I thought I had like a maths book. I had a collar bell. I definitely had a candle. I thought I had everything I needed. Maybe I did need matches. The guy didn't say anything about matches. Bloody hell. It's a hell of a game, but it's very difficult. It kind of gets a bit easier as you kind of get used to it, and I think you start to strike out some of the stuff you don't need to be worried about. But my goodness gracious, that is not an easy game by any stretch of the imagination. It's lots of fun, more so at the beginning. I think it does become a little bit frustrating because it sort of takes too long to get to the ending, and then by that point you've sort of been worn down and you can't enjoy the ending quite as much as you could have if you've been able to get to it a little bit easier. So maybe if I had difficulty modes and there was like an easy mode and a difficult mode, but then, you know, if you really wanted the challenge and sort of have this level of difficulty, you could pick difficult mode, and if you just wanted to play it and have a bit more fun with it and not be quite as likely to die, a little bit more likely to get to the end, then I feel like maybe that would be an easier way of going about things. But anyway, that's the excuse that I can think of, so there we go. Anyway, that was a spooky game, and I rather hope you enjoyed that. It's going to take me a long time to edit all of that footage, but never mind. That was a good game, as good as I remember. Although I don't remember the ending being quite as bollocked up as before. But hey ho, Phil turns up and doesn't do very well. It is not news. Anyway, that was Dead End Road. I rather hope that you enjoyed that and you have had a spoopalicious Halloween. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, look after each other and good night.